Hello everybody, this is our video number 1 and from this video we will discuss a new chapter. The chapter name is the Some Natural Phenomena. And in this chapter we will only consider the 3 natural phenomena. The first one is the lightning, second one is the thunder, and the third one is the earthquake. Okay? So, in this chapter, we will only discuss the lightning and the thunder. But before we go into the depth of these 2 natural phenomena, the first we will discuss some important concept, that is these 2 natural phenomena the totally based on a new and very important concept, that is the static electricity. And also this static electricity is also depend on another concept, that is the electrical charges. And electrical charges is also depend on or based on the charged bodies. So first, what is the charged bodies? The definition of the charged body is when the 2 bodies are rubbed against each other, both of them acquire some charge, and such bodies are called the charged bodies. This is the definition of the charged bodies, and this charged body also classified into 2 types with the basis of the charge. Which type of charge is acquired? The first one is the positive charged body and the negative charged body. Okay? So, always remember the 2 same type of charged bodies always repel each other, and 2 different type of charged bodies always attract each other. This is the property or the characteristics of any 2 charged bodies. Okay? So, at first we will discuss the activity 1. This activity 1 to show that the like charges repel each other. That means if the 2 bodies also contain the same charges, that means the positive also repel each other and the negative also repel each other. Take the 2 glass rods and rub them with a piece of the silk cloth and suspend one rod with a silk thread to a stand. Bring the other glass rod near it. You will observe that the suspended glass rod moves away from the other glass rod. And recall what you have learned about the charges. The like charge repel, while unlike charge attract each other. And it is obvious that the glass rods, when they rub with the silk, acquire the same type of the charge. Thus, they repel each other. So, from this activity, we conclude that the same type of charges they repel each other. Okay? So, next, activity 2. And this activity to show that the unlike charges attract each other. Take a glass rod and rub it with the silk cloth. Okay? And suspend it with a silk thread. Take an ebonite rod and rub it with a piece of fur. Bring this ebonite rod near the suspended charged glass rod, and you will observe that the suspended glass rod gets attracted towards and the ebonite rod. Okay? And the first thing that we conclude from this activity is that the charge on both the rods are not of same natures. Okay, and secondly, they have the opposite and unlike charges, and as they attract each other. So from this activity 2, we will conclude that the unlike charge is always attract each other. Okay. So from the activity 2, it is clear that there are the two types of the charges. The first one, the charge acquired by the glass rod when it is rubbed with silk is called the positive charge. So when any glass rod rubbed with the silk cloth, then this rod also acquire the positive charges, and the charge acquired by the applied rod when it is rubbed with fur is called the negative charge. Okay, so remember this point. And after that, and the like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other. And another interesting thing you can see here is that the charges generated by rubbing do not move. So that's why such charges are called a static charge. Okay, so the static elasticity is totally depend on the static charges. Okay, and this is the definitions of the static charges. Okay. The next topic, how can a body be charged? So the next one is any electrically neutral objects. Any electrically neutral objects can be charged in 3 ways. The first one is by rubbing, second one by conduction, third one is by induction. So these 3 ways a electrically neutral body can be, or any objects can be charged. Okay, so first, what is the rubbing, or what is the process of rubbing? A body can be charged easily by rubbing with the other. So this is the process of the rubbing, and if you consider the previous 2 activities, these 2 activities is totally depend on this process, the rubbing. Okay, the second one by conduction. A body can also be charged by conduction. If a charged object is touched to a uncharged object, the electric charge flow from the charged object to the uncharged objects. By this, the object attains the same charge as the charged body. This method of the charging a body is called the charging by conduction. Okay? The third one is induction. The induction is another method of the charging a body. If a charged body is brought close to an uncharged body, but this time remember does not touch it. Okay? The charged body induces an opposite charge on the uncharged body, and this method of the charge transfer is called induction. Okay, so this is the definition of the induction and the conductions. The conductions, the 2 bodies is touch each other, but in inductions, the 2 bodies does not touch each other. Okay. After that, the very important thing, that is a gold leaf electroscope. So Next important topic is electroscope. So, what is this electroscope? And the actual name of this electroscope is gold leaf. So, in our syllabus, we will only discuss about the gold leaf electroscope, and this electroscope is used to detect the charge on an object. So this electroscope is used to detect charge of an object. Okay? Activity 5. To show the transfer of the charge from a charged body to an uncharged body using a gold leaf electroscope. Take a gold leaf electroscope and take a glass rod or a plastic scale and rub it with a silk cloth. Okay? So first of all, consider this picture. This is the pictorial representations of the gold leaf electroscope, and this is only used to detect any body is holding the charge or not. Okay? And from this activity 5, we will acquire the knowledge how the transfer of the charge from a charged body to an uncharged body using a gold leaf electroscope. Okay? So take a gold leaf electroscope and take a glass rod or plastic scale and rub it with a silk cloth so that it gets positively charged. Bring the charged glass rod or a plastic scale near the brass disc of the electroscope and touch it. You will observe that the gold leaf inside the electroscope diverges. This happens because of the touching the charged rod with the brass disc. The charge flow from the rod to the gold leaf along the brass rod. Since both the gold leaf carry the same charge, they repel, thus diverge. Okay? Next, touch the brass disc with your hand and the gold leaf collapse and come back to their original positions. And this happened because the gold leaf lost the charge to the earth through your body, because as the human body is a good conductor of electricity. As seen in the activity 5, the charge on the gold leaf goes into the earth through your body, and the leaves are then said to be discharged. And the process of transfer of the charges from a charged body to the earth is called earthing. Okay? So remember this one, this word. What is earthing? Okay? So earthing, what is the definition of the earthing? The process of the transfer of the charges from a charged body to the earth is called earthing. Okay? So this is the working principle of a gold leaf electroscope. Remember this one, activity 5, this one is very important as per your exam point of view. Okay? So that's all for the today's lecture. Thank you everybody.